Buffalo City Metro Suns personnel for today's match, featuring 4 under-23 players. That's number 8, number 9, number 11 and number 15. So a lot of young players in their team, so it should be interesting to see how they perform. So the lineup for the Ethekwini Spears today, featuring Siphamandla Gumbi, a man with a huge amount of experience, and he will be imparting that onto his players today. But Dlamini at number 9 is the captain. 2 under-23 players at number 6 and number 14.
Your match officials for today. In the middle, it's Natasha Anono, very, very experienced referee. Left of screen is Arnold Masaya and Zopilu Matembu on the right. In commentary with me is Kevin Smith. It is early days in the season, as we've already alluded to, but these players need to come out and they need to be banging in a lot more baskets than they are at the moment. Gumbi, he knows that. Loads of experience from Siphamandla Gumbi, trying now to set the play the way he wants it.
Just again coming short, hitting the front of the ring.
But there should be an overlap just by virtue of numbers here. And there it is. And what a good basket. That is how you play basketball. Mzaleni seeing that gap. And Ayabonga Jim just banging it off the glass. Ayabonga Jim shoots his way up the left-hand side of the court. He's looking for opportunities. Doesn't want to hold that ball too long, because that allows the opposition to settle down and get the defense working. Mzaleni feeds it back through. And this should be a good set shot. It was a good opportunity, but look who's come across to pick it up. Mzaleni misses the shot, but I think he may have been fouled on that shot. As we see these free shots, just to comment on Siphamandla Gumbi's game so far, Kevin, he's been very frustrated. It's just not going his way. He's not able to put in that command performance that we're so used to seeing. Quite a few new players on the Spears side, but Gumbi's certainly got the experience. Let's have a look at the second. And Mzaleni somehow scrambles that one in as well, so that the lead is ever extending. But Kevin, certainly in the camp of the Spears, there will be lots of concern. This is the Supersport Wheelchair Basketball Series. This is the premier club competition, and to have scored 3 points in 13 minutes of play, well, a lot of work needs to be done.
Yeah, it most certainly does, Andy, because these are supposed to be the top teams.
Well, that one somehow spun its way into the basket. The attempt had gone up, and it was Mangameli Wana. Takes those 4 from 8, 50%. Well, that's good enough. There was a great pass through, and surely 2 points. 2 points it is.
Yeah, Warren Tefu.
Good vision from Siphamandla Gumbi to get it through to Tefu, and Tefu took the static shot. Immediate response. And the Suns maintain a 15-point lead. Mangameli Wana, second in a row. I think what we're beginning to see, Kevin, with the body language of the Spears, they're starting to enjoy their game. It's a little more fluid now. Wow.
The Suns, you mean?
I beg your pardon, the Suns. They are starting definitely to enjoy their game. But the Spears come back there. Mazibuko with a very good basket. Surely this time. This time indeed, Gumbi. Spears are slowly but surely creeping back into this game. Trying to defend now to hold out the Suns attack, but Suns have got another opportunity, another one just popping off the side of the basket, the side of the glass, just anywhere but in the center of the basket, but they still come away somehow with a possession. Ball's moving around again. Mzaleni in possession. Uses the screen. Finally, but the whistle had gone. I don't think that's going to count.
Yeah, I think it will. Mangameli Wana put it up, and he was fouled in the process. That was what the whistle was about.
And if the players can start taking a little bit of wisdom from the coach, he gave some very good advice there, because they have been very guilty of bunching. Need to spread the game. They've certainly got the players and the ability to do it. If they can just start stamping a little bit of authority on this game. But for the now, it is the Suns who remain in possession and also constantly popping down the baskets.
Yeah, courtesy of Mangamele Wana.
This is the time to be making merry, especially while the opposition are so off form. Comedy of errors there, but
well, that was a gimme.
Certainly was. Mangamele Wana 8 from 15, just keeping his head above water in terms of the 50% average, which is a good starting point. And here come the Spears. Seen very little of this man, Lamini, but that was a trademark type basket that we're used to seeing him scoring.
Yeah, fouled in the process of shooting.
Another free shot taken, and sadly another free shot missed. Well, that's how you take a free shot.
Half-time stats, the Suns 27 over the Spears 11. At the business end of the match, the 2-pointers, 11 out of 41 for the Suns, 27%, and the Spears 5 out of 20. Only 5 baskets, not really good enough at all.
Loads of work to be done by the Spears as the ball gets put in. They know that they've got a very, very high mountain to climb. Can they open up with a couple of points? Lamini with that first attempt, and no difference to the scoreboard as the Suns come away. And the Suns, low scoring game, but they have been the more impressive of the two outfits on the court. Imzaleni, top of the key.
Yeah, Wana was under a lot of pressure there to put that basket up, but kind of a weak attempt, and then everything ran away from them because of the time.
Well, that's how you do it. You just take out one of the opposition, take the ball, immediate overlap just by virtue of the weighted numbers.
Yeah, Warren Teff was the man who took the tumble, and Ayabonga Jim probably fouled in the process. 2 free shots.
Ayabonga Jim with his second attempt, and that's a whole lot better. It almost seems as if somebody's lifted the baskets by a couple of inches when one looks at how many shots are being taken by all of these sides. But that little underhand flick from Imzaleni did work that time. But by his standards, Kevin, that's not great scoring. 2 from 11.
No, not at all. Expect him to be hitting a lot more than that.
And as we say that, we do see probably the cleanest looking shot of the game so far from Superman Lagumbi. Took his time, set the shot. Here come the Spears. Finally, one of the attempts does drop. And away come the Suns. Imzaleni back in the center. Just feeding it at random. 2 points. It's time for the Spears now to get very serious and start throwing everything at the game. And opportunity knocks, and certainly this is surely 2 points indeed. And that's how you take those. You take the pressure off the shot, Kevin, slow the chair down, come in at the right angle, take it off the glass, and it'll be 2 points every time.
Yeah, both sides just not able to put the ball in the basket when they're sitting very close underneath it. And for the tall men, it should be a piece of cake.
Well, that one did drop. One of the more flashy shots, flashy attempts. But they'll take the points. Yeah, Lezo. But there's simply no consistency. He has a long pass out, and this should create some kind of an overlap. The Suns did very well there just to close off the Spears that were coming down to try and interfere or intercept, and they take 2 more points. So they've hit the 40. So Gumbi did manage to wrestle that ball away, but it's gone straight back to the Suns. And now back to the Spears.
Yeah, Wana wasn't really expecting that to come back.
Pressure shot. Will he, won't he? He won't.
He will.
He will. Whoops.
Suns pick up the loose ball and back in attack.
Another basket for the Suns.
Yeah,
Lezo
again.
Found its destination. And Yalezo is having a good outing.
Ayabonga Jim this time. Yeah, taking too long to get the ball in. So the Suns have the put in right at the baseline of the Spears key.
Kevin, certainly it's the Suns that are doing the basics right, and I think that's what's kept them so far ahead in this game.
Yeah, it certainly is, Andy.
Well, Dlamini finally comes good. Not a great pass.
There, yeah.
It was well read by the Suns, and it could well result, and that was a very, very good option to take. Mzaleni just about picking it up off his foot plates and popping it in off the glass.
Yeah, drew a foul well. There did Mazibuko.
Adjustment made, and the second one was a corker. Mazibuku got his name a few times on the score sheet. He'll be happy personally, but from a team point of view, there's lots of work still to be done. Great basket taken in front, off the glass, not the easiest shot, head on. And Mongameli Wana, 11 from 24. He's being crowded out, finds a decent pass. Easy layup again, missed. Much working needed, much practice needed under the basket by both of these teams, but in particular the Spears, who do not look like their former selves. They were a wonderful side. Huge work to be done. Well, that's how they can shoot on the day. And another very, very good basket. We saw that a bit earlier. Ethekwini. Spears not having such a great game against the Buffalo City Metro Suns.
Yeah, Superman Lagumbi works his way around the bottom of the key very nicely.
Zeleni. Another one of the underhand shots that maybe didn't need to be an underhand shot, because you generally find that the shots that are taken above come off the glass a lot easier and find their way down the throat of the basket.
Yalezo putting the first one down.
There's almost in the second, and rebound almost picked up by this man. Wow, that was well picked up, and this really should be a good 2 points from Mzaleni. It is indeed.
Yep. Yeah, Ibonga Jim using his height well, just taking that defensive rebound. I hope that was a pass.
He'll claim it certainly as a pass, and it resulted in a basket, so good pressure being applied now by the Suns. Very strong defense, that man-on-man being applied. High pressure. First is missed by Mzaleni. He's had an up and down game by his standards. Makes the second count.
And full time, the Suns are prevailing over the Spears, but the 2-pointers tell the whole story of this match. 30% average for the Suns, 24 out of 80, and 24%, 11 out of 45 for the Spears. A really sad tale there. Turnovers 20 and 23, and that's also not good for either side. In the point analysis, the Suns hitting 8 out of 20 shots underneath the ring in the key area, and 24 out of 80. That's 80 attempts from just outside the key, which is not really great. And 11 out of 45 for the Spears outside of the key area, and hitting 2 out of 9 attempts underneath the ring.
Mongameli, well played. A very, very tough game today. Your opposition were all over the place. What did you think?
We tell ourselves with my team, with my teammates, and I also think that Suns is going to be improved this season.
Well, let's hope that you're quite right. But you know what? You were the man of the match today. A fantastic performance. Your offense, your defense. You were one of the players that did rise above. Congratulations. You are the Supersport man of the match, and enjoy the goodies in the bag.
Thanks.
Well played.